Pakistan Cricket Board Chief Ramiz Raza said in October 2021 that PCB can collapse if India wants, as 90% of ICC's funding comes from India. Now this 90% may be a hyperbole, but in 1992, Doordarshan used to charge 5 lakh rupees from BCCI for each live telecast, and now BCCI sold the TV rights to Star India for 16,347 crores for 2018 to 2022. So what changed since the 1990s that made BCCI such a powerhouse? Well, it was IPL. You know, right? It was IPL. When one-day cricket started in 1971, it revolutionized the world of cricket.
Good morning, everyone. The ABC Sporting Service welcomes you to the Melbourne Cricket Ground.
But its shine was beginning to fail in the next 30 years. In 2003, T20 was started, which gave a new lifeline to cricket. The match concluded in 3 hours, and the shorter format allowed for a faster gameplay and explosive batting, which made it even more entertaining. People loved the shorter format, but the TRPs did not see a major jump in India. But this all changed when in 2007, India won the T20 World Cup in South Africa. It was madness. BCCI shut down the competing Subhash Chandra's Indian Cricket League, the ICL, and BCCI Vice President Lalit Modi started the Indian Premier League. IPL was an instant hit, with Brendan McCullum hitting a not-out 158 in 73 balls in the very first match between Kolkata Knight Riders and Royal Challengers Bangalore. IPL commercialized the explosive T20 format of the game and created a new business ecosystem which made the cricketing industry very profitable. And I'll tell you what, the 20 crore IPL prize money is more than the 12 crore prize that the T20 World Cup winning team gets. In 2008, BCCI sold the original 8 franchises for 2,900 crores. 11 years later, it sold 2 new franchises, Gujarat Titans and Lucknow Super Giants, for 5,625 crore and 7,090 crores respectively. That's a humongous jump. To put this in perspective, the government of India just sold Air India to the Tatas for 18,000 crore, and now the sale of 2 IPL franchises has brought BCCI 12,715 crores. At least the Tatas got hundreds of planes, flight routes, tech teams and whatnot for their money. I was a Rajasthan Royals fan in the initial years, but now I am with Mumbai Indians. Tell me about your favorite team in the comments below. IPL also has its fair share of controversies, from the cheerleaders to the condom advertisements, the match fixing scandal and the alleged money laundering by Lalit Modi. So how can you get in on the IPL action? Can you buy a team? Well, there are 2 ways in which you can buy a team. Number 1, you can buy shares in an already existing team, like LIC did, when it bought 6% shares in Chennai Super Kings. These shares are not listed on the stock exchange, but there are brokers who can facilitate buying these unlisted shares. Do you want to see the annual report of CSK? Linked in the description below. Number 2, you can bid to acquire and operate the new IPL team when BCCI issues the tender. For this, you need to buy invitation to tender for 10 lakh rupees plus GST. In 2021, it was expected that the bids will go up to 3,000 crore, but as we just saw earlier, the bids closed at around 5,000 and 7,000 crores for the 2 teams. Compared to other sports league in the world, one good thing about IPL is that you need to pay this fees to BCCI over 10 years and not in one shot. When you buy the team, you have just bought an empty shell. You need players to play for the team, right? So players also need to register themselves for the auction, and they can choose from the base prices ranging from 20 lakh rupees to 2 crore rupees. And the team can have a minimum 18 and maximum 25 players in the squad after the auction. In the 2-day auction in Bangalore this time, teams were given a purse of 90 crore. 204 players were auctioned for a total of 551 crores. Young wicketkeeper batsman Ishan Kishan walked to the bank with the highest bid of 15.25 crores. Buying the team and the player are the 2 major costs for the IPL teams. And along with this, there would be associated costs of hotels, flights, admin expenses, stadium rentals and whatnot. And with all these expenses, the teams also need to pay 20% of their top line revenue to BCCI. What? 20%? Well, BCCI uses this 20% to fund state associations. With so many expenses that need to be paid, how do these teams even make money? Well, there are 2 sources of revenue: central revenue and local revenue. So what is central revenue? Central revenue is the team's share in the revenue that BCCI generates by 1, selling media rights, and 2, by title sponsorships. And how much is the share? In the first 3 years, it was set at 80% for franchises and 20% for BCCI. This share was set for gradual reduction, and now after 10th year, the shares are set equally at 50-50. Okay, let's see the first first one, the media rights. For the first 10-year period from 2008 to 2017, Sony purchased these rights for 8,200 crore. For 2018 to 2022, 24 bidders made the bid, including Facebook, Twitter, Reliance, Jio, Discovery and ESPN. Finally, Fox Studios, through its India subsidiary Star India, purchased these rights for 16,347 crores, which is almost 3,269 crores for each season. In 2019, when Disney bought Fox Entertainment, it also became the owner of Hotstar. Hotstar set a world record of 1.8 crore concurrent viewers during the final of 2019 IPL. A total of 46 crore people watched the 2019 IPL. And how do these sponsors like Sony and Star make money? Well, there are 2,300 seconds of advertisement available for each IPL match. And with these many eyeballs on the match, the inventory goes for around 15 to 18 lakh for every 10 seconds. And number 2, the title sponsorship. This is also called as naming rights. Since 2008, the naming rights have been with 4 brands, namely DLF, PepsiCo, Vivo and Tata. DLF paid 200 crores for the IPL to be called DLF IPL from 2008 to 2012. Vivo paid 2,199 crores for the same rights from 2018 to 2022. And when Vivo retracted due to anti-China sentiments, the naming rights went to Tata for 300 crores every year. In addition to this, there are official partners, umpire partners and timeout partners. These partners contribute around 40 crore each per year. Apart from the central revenue, there are other sources of revenues which are generally called local revenues. What are local revenues? Local revenues include the revenue from jersey sponsorships, merchandise, stadium tickets and others. The home team decides the stadium ticket price for their match. This is usually around 5 crore for each match. 80% goes to the team and the balance 20% goes to the state association that owns that ground. Similarly, the teams earn from the sponsorships on their jerseys and other sponsors on the ground. The better the team plays, the better the brand value and the higher they can charge from these sponsors. You would have also seen the players doing advertisements in the team jerseys.
Now super cool with Usha.
The revenue from such advertisements also go to the team. Teams also sell their branded merchandises like t-shirts, bags, kids, mugs, school bags and whatnot. In the initial years, the teams could hardly break even for the first 6-7 years. The teams were still trying to find their business model. But with Star paying 16,347 crores since 2018, which greatly increased the central revenue, all teams are profitable now. And did I forget the prize money? 50% goes to the team and 50% goes to the players. The most prominent macro aspect of IPL is that it contributes around 1,150 crores to India's GDP pie. During the IPL season, there is a huge rush of foreign tourists in India from countries like UK, South Africa and Australia. IPL generates huge employment opportunities during the season. This includes medical teams for each team, coaches, stadium employees, security and so on. Another important aspect is the development of Tier 2 cities. Since IPL matches are played all over India, they bring vast media coverage. And now Tier 2 cities are investing more on their infrastructure and development, which can generate greater revenues for the city. And finally, IPL has also resulted in greater tax contributions. Until the start of IPL, BCCI did not used to pay tax as it was registered as a charitable organization. But since 2008, when the Income Tax Department characterized IPL as a commercial activity, BCCI has paid around 350 crore rupees every year. I hope you learned something new from this video and thank you for watching till the end. If you would like to see more of these financial stories, hit subscribe and press the bell icon. Wrapping it up, this is Paritosh signing off.